When planning a kitchen remodel, one big question is, should you go with pre-made stock cabinets or fully custom? In this video, I'll walk you through the pros and cons of both, so you can see which is the best fit for your project. Fully pre-made cabinets are very common, and for good reason, because they're pre-assembled, pre-manufactured to specific common sizes. They're available at a very competitive, lower price, and at the same time, they are ready within a matter of days, if not that same day. The disadvantages of going with the pre-made stock cabinets is the quality can be lacking sometimes, although there are quality pre-made cabinets available. The other disadvantage, which is significant when designing either a tighter space or trying to create a truly custom feel to fit your lifestyle, is it's going to come in very specific dimensions, and you don't have the option to modify those. So if something is going to be an 18-inch cabinet and you have 15 inches of space, you can't go with that 18. You have to drop down to the 12, and now you have 3 inches of unused space. Those 3 inches that I mentioned are significant because if you want an 18-inch cabinet to be able to have a pull-out trash bin near the sink, but you only have a few inches less, then we're going to have to put that trash bin somewhere else. That trash bin being somewhere else can alter the flow of the kitchen, and then what cabinet was planned for that other location now has to move somewhere else, and those 3 inches can throw off the whole design. The fully pre-made cabinets still have value. There are scenarios where time is truly of the essence and every day makes a difference, so sometimes sacrifices have to be made. There are other times where the value of all those details would be lost on the end user. For example, a short-term stay or a renovation where there's intention to completely rip it out again in a few years down the road. So there's certainly a time and place to use pre-manufactured stock cabinets. Fully custom cabinets is exactly what it sounds like. There are no limitations to the dimensions or the sizes, how high, how deep, how wide, exactly what you want, you draw, and the manufacturer makes it custom. So there's no spec book to choose from. You make the design and they will make it exactly that way. It's fantastic because there's truly no limit to your design. You can accommodate the space in any way that you please. If it's a smaller space, you could really maximize every inch to be perfect and that there's no wasted space. And in a larger kitchen, you're able to create something really special by maybe taking it one step farther, going even to the excess to create things that are interesting and beautiful while still being practical. Other benefits with custom are you have essentially infinite choices when it comes to the finish, paint, stain. These different details all come together to really make it feel like a one-of-a-kind kitchen, because it really is. The disadvantages of custom cabinets are obvious. It's going to cost more because it is truly made one by one for your kitchen. So the cost is dramatically different than something that's mass-produced. And it takes time to make these types of cabinets. We're talking about that there could be a 10-week, 4-month lead time depending on the manufacturer, the design, and what you're trying to accomplish. A great example of this project is one where we made all the cabinets using rift-cut white oak. We went with the two-tone, going with a cream paint on one side and a custom stain on the other. All the cabinetry is so symmetrical, perfect from the floor to the ceiling, no fillers. Everything feels as though it was made special for that space, because it really was. So maybe you're stuck between the affordability of pre-made and the quality of custom. But what if you didn't have to choose between these two extremes? There's actually an option that falls right in the middle. A significant number of projects fall under, once it comes time to pull the trigger and order those cabinets, is semi-custom. Semi-custom means that you're starting with some stock dimensions, more limitations in the colors, but the majority of the cabinetry is already pre-manufactured. However, with these manufacturers of these cabinets, we have options to make some customizations where we need them. So we're going to start by choosing the pre-selected options that are there. When we reach a point where we need something special, we have the option to order that one special cabinet to be modified, perhaps to make it to be more shallow, perhaps to use a different combination of doors, drawers, things of that nature, allowing us to execute the vision that we really have, that you might think would be needed, to go with fully custom to get it done, but the semi-custom is that sweet spot between getting the greatest value, the quickest lead time, and being able to have a finished product that's really something to be proud of. Almost every client starts with the intention to go either fully custom for the infinite possibilities or stick with stock to maximize their budget. But once they see the limitations of stock cabinets applied to their project, or when they understand the actual money and time investment needed to go custom, in the end, many of our clients end up taking the semi-custom route. I hope this video was helpful to you when deciding between custom, semi-custom, or stock cabinetry. If you'd like to get a custom quote to know what it will cost for you to redo your cabinets, click on the link in the description.